Hey, what's up guys, it's Alpha here and welcome back to another video. Today's episode is quite special because it is the start of a new series on this channel where I kind of showcase the progress I go through to achieve worldwide tops on any given track for the very first time. The track I chose for today's video was Electrodrome in 200cc and I started off ranked 28th in the world with a time of 124.662 and my goal was to get at least 10th place, but hopefully even higher than that, which requires me to set a time of 123.877. This entire grind happened on Twitch, so if you want to see these kind of attempts live and follow the journey while it's happening, then you can check me out there, it will be linked in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's get started with the video. Hello guys, hello, welcome to the stream. We are playing good old Electrodrome today. To start off my very first session, I decided that the best way to learn how to properly play this track would be to have as much visual input from the fastest players on this track as I could possibly have. Now it is time to actually watch a ghost on this track. I think I'll start off with Alberto's run and then I will watch Bob. And then I will watch Nanu, because seeing as many ghosts as possible is probably gonna be pretty helpful. Additionally, I was quite fortunate to have some of the best Electrodrome players in my chat, ready to give me tips and general advice whenever I would need it. So hopefully this grind shouldn't take too long. Right? Well, let's worry about that later. While the alpha from the past is studying the world record, I think we should take a look at what this text at the top of the screen actually means. On the left hand side, you can see my current personal best and the individual splits of this run. In the middle, you can see the best splits I've personally driven on this track. Sum stands for sum of best, meaning my quote-unquote best possible time I could get. And on the right hand side, you can see the splits from the time I'm trying to beat. On Electrodrome, my goal is to achieve 8th worldwide, so I am attempting to beat a 123.840, which was set by American player Grace last year. But let's check in with past alpha again to see what he is doing. Cause I remember Alberto telling me that the better your driving is, the less important your stream is gonna be, at least when you're going for worldwide tops and not world record. So the main goal is gonna be to learn how to drive this as well as possible and then just hope that I have like somewhat good streams at least, because I don't want to rely on luck all too much. Now if you've never seen runs on this track before, you might wonder what this shroom that I mentioned exactly is and in what way it could be luck reliant. For that, let me show you this clip. Basically, all you gotta do is release this mini turbo in time, jump at this ramp without doing a trick, and then repeatedly hop into the wall without getting slowed down in the process. While this looks easy enough, actually putting it off is way harder than I would like to admit. Certainly I will not struggle with this during my grind and lose my sanity in the process. Right? Well... Nope. This shroom is kinda killing me already. Yeah, surely not. If that wasn't annoying enough, these stairs in the beginning of the lap are just awful. Sometimes they just do not want to function properly. But well, enough complaining. Now it's time for attempt number 1. Let's do this. Oh god. This feels weird. Starting off, it took me quite a bit of time to get used to the Kart combo and the track itself. Because it's been almost 3 years since I last played Electrodrome, trying out this track again felt quite weird at first. Also, this happened. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said that this shroom is awful. But alas, I managed to finish the run regardless. Although a 130 wasn't the best start imaginable, my second run already went a lot better. Oh my god. Oh. Well, okay, that's improvement compared to the last run. And fortunately enough, I already received some crucial help from Bob, who is currently ranked 4th on this very track. When you land from the glider, you can just hold soft left and get that empty early enough to hop off the ramp. Nice. Okay, I will try that. Soft left, then hop. Oh, okay, that felt a lot better. 28.0. Okay, we're getting closer to the PB splits. With that, the start of this session went extremely well, getting better and better with every single attempt that I drove, and eventually even setting a pretty good time. Okay, I got the trickless part 3 out of 3, and that's a 125.3, yo. Okay. Starting to make some progress here. Still not quite at my PB level, but no, getting there. And then an even faster one. Okay, even faster than last run. Maybe this grind wouldn't be so painful after all. Quick progress, thank you. Even though I'm still pretty far behind my PB, I still like the fact that I'm almost at a 124 already. And although I started to gain some consistency on this track, the shroom could not stop giving me a hard time whatsoever. This shroom is kind of killing me already. God, I love the shroom. I love it so much. I'm so happy it exists in this game. Still, I managed to sneak in another good time, inching closer and closer to my first 124 since returning. After that, however, the session seemed to kind of die down. I wasn't hitting the splits I needed to anymore, repeatedly failed the easiest of strats imaginable, and started to lose my motivation for the day. Well, that was until this happened. Oh, what? Okay. Sure, I just outshroomed my PB. Not bad. Okay. Well, maybe it was a run after all. And with that, I have achieved my first personal best on this track in almost 3 years. Despite this, I was not fully satisfied with my new time, knowing that there's plenty of time save left to acquire. After this, however, I was mostly done for the day. Okay, I think the session is starting to come to an end. I'd already been grinding for over 3 hours and started to feel quite tired at this point. And although I got a new best split in lap 1 right before I stopped playing, nothing much happened in the remaining minutes apart from that. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it here. It's been a long stream, almost 3.5 hours, but I'm very happy with the progress today. Although I could have improved even more, I think I learned quite a bit today. And, you know, even got a PB as well, so can't complain too much. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is doing well today. We are back with more Electrodrome today. To start off the second day, I added a timer that will show how long I've been playing Electrodrome in total. Since I didn't include it for my first session, I started it at 3 hours, which is how long I roughly played on day 1. My goal for the session was to achieve a 124.4, which will bring us one step closer to my first 123. But how successful will I be? The start of this session went quite well. I began to build up some consistency, improved my skills at the shroom section, and finished a few decent runs. It was at the 3.5 hour mark that I decided that it would finally be time to race against the fast ghost. Previously, I'd only attempted to race either my personal best or play without a ghost entirely, but I felt like I was ready to finally challenge one of the best players this track has ever seen. If you didn't know, racing a ghost can help you tremendously when you first start learning a track. Although it might seem intimidating at first, learning how other players approach certain turns and tricks can help you figure out where you lose time. Previously, I felt like I was not skilled enough to race other top players on this track, but I felt like I was finally ready to give it a try. I decided that I would start by racing against SuperFX, who is not only the current 10th place on this track, but also used to hold the world record here back in 2019 and 2020. Immediately, I started to notice a difference. Not only did my driving skills increase, but I also started to get faster lap splits as well. And after less than 5 minutes of racing a new ghost, this happened. Okay, sure. We already got a PB, that was quick. Nice. I mean, lap 1 and 3 aren't really anything special, but damn, that lap 2 is pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. So, starting off today's stream with with some good progress. You'll love to see it. Okay, I moved up one spot. I'm now 27th. So it is small progress, small steps today, but better than nothing. And if that wasn't crazy enough, only 10 minutes later, I somehow got on yet another run. Although my lap 1 was quite bad, I clutched out a new best split on lap 2. What? Okay. And then... where did this come from? I had such a terrible lap 1. How's this a PB? Bro. Okay, I guess I just PB'd with a 0.4 lap 1. Nice. Casual double best split there in lap 2 and 3. You'll love to see it. By some miracle, I managed to improve once again. But not only that, I also achieved my goal of this session after only 50 minutes of playing. Could I potentially push my time even further down than that? Superflex's skills certainly seem to help me. Also, I forgot to check what spot I am now in the world. I have a 478, which puts me at tied 25th place. Unfortunately, my newfound skill boost seemed to disappear again shortly after this. In hopes of bouncing back from this plateau, I tried out different characters throughout the session, hoping that one of them works out for me, which just didn't seem to be the case. Because of this, Shad and I looked for other ways to entertain ourselves. Make a smash or pass for Mario Kart? God, that sounds like peak content right there. Introducing Smash or Pass, Mario Kart Edition. Smash or pass Morton? Smash. No, I'll pass Bowser, honestly. Smash or pass my own me? Dude, I can't smash myself. No, that's a pass. What about Isabelle? Oh, that's an easy smash. This will not land in the video. Or maybe it will, actually. Oh, nah, that's a big pass. I'm not smashing Pink or Peach. What about Big Blue? What? You want me to smash the entire track? I don't think that works. But it's a good track. Guess me 4. Wait, is that the yellow one? If so, I would certainly smash. Monita from... oh, Nintendo Land. Wait, I need to check who Monita is. Is this the monitor? Yeah, it is. Dude, that's an easy smash. Smash up past iPhone charger. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures, right? I would consider it. Yeah, what about the honeybee queen from Mario Kart 7 though? Is that a smash or a pass? What do you guys think? Okay, but hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Okay, actually ignore that. Yeah, let's leave it at that. I was hoping for my good luck to come back, so I figured I would try out a different ghost. I settled for Nanu's 123.841, which is currently both 9th worldwide and German record. Suddenly, this new ghost seemed to help out really well. I started finishing a plethora of good runs, all of them just barely falling short of a new personal best. Wait, didn't I get the exact same digits like 5 minutes ago? And I even received some more help from Nanu himself. Wait, what did he say, Nanu? Alpha, usually I hold soft angle the entire way through the shortcut. Oh, wait, even at the hops? That's crazy. Okay, let me try that. Oh, wait, that works really well. But alas, it just didn't seem to be enough. Beating my PB from earlier seemed inevitable with how well I was playing, but with more and more time passing, it became clear that it just wasn't meant to happen today. Okay, I think my tiredness is starting to kick in. But when all hope was lost, suddenly I got on a run that seemed to break the curse. Being ahead of my personal best into lap 3, I knew that I just had to pull off one good shroom. Bro, how many 0.5 times am I gonna get overall? Although a low 0.5 was a good time, it just wasn't enough for a new PB. It goes without saying that getting multiple runs this close to my record was extremely frustrating, but I knew that I would break through eventually. As far as day 2 was concerned though, I had to throw in the towel. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. It was quite successful at first, and then not so much in the end, but overall we still did some really good progress today. I got my goal time of 0.4, which is nice. Got a few new best splits along the way. And I think that the next time I'm gonna play, I should be able to get some good PBs in and hopefully get a 0.2. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone is doing well today. we are back with more Electrodrome. To start off the third day, I began by reconsidering my ghost choice. When I raced Super Effects in my last session, I PB'd twice within 10 minutes, and once I switched to Nanu's Ghost, I got a lot of paces but didn't finish any of them to be fast enough for a PB, so maybe I'm a bit cursed against this ghost. I'm gonna be playing against Kyle. After warming up for the first 30 minutes of the stream, I started to notice that I suddenly played a lot better than I previously did. Out of nowhere, my split started to improve, my driving began to feel cleaner, and certain tricks I used to struggle with suddenly just clicked. For this session, I set myself yet another goal time, a 1:24.2. Can this sudden skill boost potentially help me reach my desired goal? Oh, nice. Okay. Not quite a 0.2, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. A good improvement there. Very solid lap 2 and 3. You love to see it. It's a shame lap 1 was quite slow, but you know, making good progress. Thank you all. Let's see where that puts me in the world. Oh wow, okay, that is a massive improvement on the leaderboard. We are now in the top 20, in fact I'm 18th worldwide with that. Starting off day 3 with such a big improvement seemed to answer my question. Although 8.2 was still a decent bit away, it was the proper confidence boost I needed to achieve my goal time. Following this PB, my lap 1s became faster and faster too, eventually leading to these splits. Oh, what? Okay, nice fail. Holy crap, that was a good shroom though. That was quite speedy. I don't think I'm gonna beat that, ever. Yo, what? Okay. At the 8-hour mark, a good friend of mine, who also happens to be somewhat of an Electrodrome expert, joined the stream. To my surprise, the Norwegian time trial legend P welcomed me with an interesting suggestion. Iggy? Really? Okay, let me try Iggy then. Even though I had a habit of switching my character on this track frequently, this time it would be a different story. Although King Boo, Rosalina and Link all have the same stats, Iggy does not. Let me show you this comparison. While Iggy's speed stat is slightly lacking compared to Rosalina's, he makes up for this deficit with an improved acceleration, handling and mini-turbo stat. Despite these changes seeming to be rather minor, on a track like Electrodrome, they can make a huge difference. Since I trusted P, knowing he's quite experienced on this track, I decided to commit to this character change. Even though it took me a bit of time to get used to Iggy at first, after just a few minutes, I started to hit good split after good split. It's gonna make getting that MT a lot easier. What? A 061? Okay. Maybe we should commit to Iggy. And then this happened. Oh, dude, no. I mean, it's a PB, I guess. But that last stream lost so much time. No. This is a bittersweet PB. It really is. That should have been a 0.2. In fact, it could have been a 0.1. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't blunder the last stream so much. But, okay. I will take it. I will take it. It's an improvement after all. Let's see. Did I move up on the leaderboard? No, I did not. I'm still 18th. At least I got an Iggy PB. That's nice. Even though I was quite disappointed with this PB, considering I fell just short of my goal time for this session, I tried my best to stay motivated. Iggy's improved stats seemed to help me out a lot with that. I finished another good run, which was just barely too slow for a new personal best, and then improved my lap 2 best split as well, which led to a special conclusion. But the good news is, we are now only 7 milliseconds away from having a sum of best under 124. So, only one more best split hopefully, especially in lap 3, that should be very easy. And I can officially say that I have the potential to get a 123, which is nice. With every new attempt, my potential for not only a new PB, but also a sub 124 seemed to rise. All of this accumulated into one run. Oh my god, what? What? What just happened? Very chill PB, casually getting a mid.4 lap 3 there. After the dozens of paces I had that choked the ending shroom, I get the best shroom of my life on a seemingly dead run. We're making good progress today. One of the best sessions I've had in this project ever. Like, the amount of progress we made today is actually insane. So, very cool, very cool. Let's see where that puts me worldwide. I'm 15th. I'm 15th. I'm 1 millisecond behind Eternal X. But yeah, still top 15. You'll love to see it. So now my best splits give sub 124 a 123.895 as well, and the top 10 time is from SuperFX being a 123.877. So I'm only a frame away off of my worldwide tops already in my third session. So yeah, that's nice. Not only did I achieve my goal time, but I went far beyond it and almost improved to 8.0 already. Even though my pace into lap 3 wasn't as good as I would have hoped for, my final lap made this run as spectacular as it is. With all of this newfound momentum, I was hoping to push my time even further down in this session, but unfortunately it just didn't seem to happen. Still, I was very happy with my progress and was content with calling it for the day. But yeah, today's session was insane. Like, I still can't believe how well today's session went. Not only did I PB 3 times, but I also improved by, I think, 0.4 or 0.3 in total. Got my goal time of 0.2 and even improved by a lot more apart from that. And my goal for the next session is gonna be to get a 0.0. I don't want to go for a sub just yet. I think that's a bit unrealistic now, but getting a 0.0 would be cool, so I think that's what I'll be aiming for. Day 4 was quite something. Where do I even start? Well, after I was done with my previous session, I took a fairly big break from this track. Day 4 would be my first time playing Electrodrome in over a week, and I barely played the game in general during that time of inactivity. After starting off with the session, it became clear very quickly that I just wasn't playing as well as I was initially hoping for. Sure, I did get a few good splits and runs in there, but I just couldn't seem to get close to my PB anymore. For the majority of my playing time that day, I was struggling to achieve any sort of progress and to even properly warm up in general. To say that I was very discouraged would be an understatement. After my immense success on day 3, it felt exhausting to be so far away from the skill that I had previously acquired. My goal time of a 124.0 seemed so close, yet also so far away at the same time. As I was nearing the end of the session, still awaiting a miraculous PB to come out of nowhere, I started to lose a piece of my hope with every single retry. Quickly, it became obvious that this would be my first session on Electrodrome without a new personal best, or any sort of major progress to be exact. But let's not be too negative here, because there were a few things that I have not mentioned yet, just like these two best plates for example. And at the end of the session, even to my own surprise, I also got this lap 1. Although it was pretty cool to finally get my first 0.9 lap 1, it just wasn't enough to improve my overall PB. Defeated, I had to call it a day, hoping that my next session would yield more success. Starting off the 5th day, I was filled with motivation to redeem myself for the disappointing previous session. Shortly after I was done warming up, I already noticed some of my old skill coming back, and I began to regain hope that my original goal time of a 124.0 could potentially happen very soon. As I was finishing good laps left and right, I realized that, only 20 minutes into the session, I got on a pace that seemed very promising. Would I finally be able to break through? What? Okay, okay. That was a good shroom. Wow, 0.0. There we go. What a nice lap 3 there. 0.455. Unfortunate sub choke though with that lap 2, but we take those. We take those. So I moved up one spot. I went from 15th to 14th worldwide. I'm just barely behind Tyler and Vincent. They both have a mid.0. So getting closer and closer to top 10. You'll love to see it. After finally achieving the desired 124.0, it was time to set my eyes on a new goal, a 123. For the past 3 years or so, my personal best on this track has been in the 124 range, and finally breaking a new second barrier would be a monumental achievement for me. But not only that, it would also put me only 0.1 seconds away from finally achieving worldwide tops. However, it seemed like this milestone would have to wait for another day, because shortly after my new PB, I just couldn't seem to clutch out another run. My skill was still there, and I got some paces too, but for some reason, nerves always got the best of me whenever I seemed close to my first 123. As the hours passed, a similar feeling to that of the previous session overcame me. Suddenly, I was at the 15-hour mark, still without a PB or a new best split ever since that 0.084 from the beginning of the session. As I was about to finish the stream, in my last few attempts, I noticed yet another sudden skill boost. Now it was time for me to lock in and make the best out of it. Oh my god! Yo! And in my very last attempt of the day, the stars seemed to align. I had one final shot at glory. Could I pull off the miracle and finally get the 123? Oh my god! What? 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 Okay, what just happened, dude? What is this run? No way. After over 3 years, I finally got my very first sub 124 in Electrodrome. And what a run it was! Even though my lap 1 was quite disappointing, both my lap 2 and lap 3 were massive best splits, being my first and second 0.3 laps respectively. After the disappointing end of the last day, it felt so good to finally redeem myself and improve by such a big margin. Now the distance to my goal time is just barely over 0.1 seconds, and therefore seemingly within reach. After the surprising PB at the end of the previous day, my rate of improvement would slow down drastically. On day 6 and 7, I just couldn't seem to match my time from before. Although I did get plenty of paces and finished some decent runs too, none of them were fast enough for another 123. The only real highlight of these 2 sessions was the best split I got on day 7 in the run that you can see on screen right now, where I managed to set my very first 0.8 lap 1. On day 8, however, things got a lot more exciting. Shortly after I started the session, I immediately got on pace for a new personal best. What? Okay. Let's go. What the hell just happened there? I drifted for some reason. But it's a PB, let's go. Although I was very glad to overcome the mental block of the previous 2 days, it was a bittersweet improvement nonetheless. This little accidental slide I did after the shortcut lost a decent amount of time, and without it I probably could have beaten super effects and therefore achieved worldwide tops for the very first time. Not to be discouraged though, I kept going and managed to improve my lap 2 best split as well, albeit by less than a frame. As my splits became faster and faster and my consistency kept improving too, it felt as if I was on the verge of a massive breakthrough. After almost 24 total hours of playing Electrodrome, countless PBs and chokes, best splits and failed paces, I got on a very promising run. With a fairly average lap 1 and a very solid lap 2, it was time for me to lock in and achieve my goal. Could this be the run? Yo, oh my god. Okay, well, that's tops. Let's go. 371 lap 3. That is pretty fast. Yo. After exactly 23 hours, 21 minutes and 11 seconds, I achieved wide tops on Electrodrome for the very first time. Unfortunately though, as you may have noticed, it was not quite enough to beat my goal time, falling short by just a few milliseconds. Since I was only 10th wide and I wanted to secure tops for the future, I decided to continue a bit more. Luckily though, I wouldn't have to wait much longer. A few attempts after I booted up the stream on the 9th day, I would get on this final run. A run so good that I want to show it to you in its entirety. Yeah, 3D is my ult. Oh, das copy paste. Let's go. All right. I think we're done with this track. Let's go. And with that, the Electrodrome saga concluded. After almost 25 hours, filled with a roller coaster of emotions, ups and downs, devastating chokes, and fluke PBs, it was time to say goodbye and move on. My ending time of 123.817 grants me 8 forward wide, even surpassing my original goal and beating Frenchman Army as well. Although Electrodrome with its nerve-wracking shroom and punishing turns was quite annoying to deal with at times, I still enjoyed this journey and I look forward to the upcoming grind on the next track in line. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna ask for much, but if you want, you can subscribe to the channel or alternatively check out my Twitch to not miss any progress for my next track, which is gonna be Mount Wario. If you want to see another time trial related video, then make sure to click on screen right now. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and until next time, bye bye.